Welcome to the Get Events Online. Hey, today I want to talk about meetings. The majority of online events are all about meetings. And we're not talking about the big business meetings, we're just talking bog standard day-to-day meetings. Oh, fantastic. I love it when technology does weird and wonderful things. So I'm just talking about average, everyday, bog standard meetings that you know and love, and they're all part of what you do. So that's what we're looking at. And how do we make them more effective online? So just to let you know, my name is Warwick Merry. I'm triple certified speaking professional, certified virtual presenter. And today is all about online meetings. So let's do this. How do we make them better? Well, we're talking about the best way using technology to make meetings better is to just get back to the bog standard basics. And that is have an agenda. So really, have an agenda for your meeting. I have an internal philosophy that I've shared with others, and that is if there's no agenda for the meeting, I'm not going. It's that simple. If we don't know what we're talking about, why would I go? Now, the agenda can be something as simple as, I just want to get to know you more. I'd like to have a coffee with you. I want to find out. So that can be the agenda. It doesn't have to be a scripted step 1, step 2, step 3. But if you don't know what the conversation is about, why go? And if you're working internally in a company, whoever's called the meeting needs to give you an idea. What do we want to get out of this? What are we meeting for? And just having, because it's the weekly meeting. It's like, well, yeah. Just because we've always done it doesn't mean we always need to do it. So step 1, have an agenda. The other thing also that's really important is just because you've set aside an hour for it, you don't have to go for an hour. Once everything's done, end it. Less is more. And particularly with online, we've learnt this with online. We used to get together for an hour and we talk about stuff. But now if we can barrel through it in half an hour and get it done, do it. If it takes 10 minutes, fantastic. I've got to tell you, I've been to many annual general meetings for associations and organisations, and some of the best ones are the ones that are over and done with in 10 minutes because they've sent you all the information beforehand. You've had all the reading. You've had an opportunity to put your questions forward. So on the day, everyone knows what's going on. Everyone's happy with where things are at, or everyone accepts where things are at, and you just tick, okay, done. So having the time set for it doesn't mean that you need to go that far. And that's the other thing also. If there is pre-reading or pre-materials, let people know in advance. Don't on the day get there and go, by the way, here's a background document. It's like, well, I'm not going to read it now. Which then leads to the other thing. People don't read emails. Emails are the biggest myth. We send so much stuff gets sent by email. Anyone who's ever organised a major event, a conference organiser, or event organiser, you'll know people don't read their emails. And we can send them so much stuff and they just don't do it. So, look, I've got to say, it's you really want to make sure that you just certain that they get what they're after. So part of that is don't send too many emails throughout the course of your life. And only send them if they're required, or have a code that says this is urgent, this is background or something with your emails. So the other thing is when you're running your meeting is make it with the people and not just to them. You can't jump on Teams or Zoom and just start talking at people because they'll turn their cameras off. They'll be working on other stuff and not paying attention. They're just there to say, I'm here because the boss is there and the boss is watching. So talk with them, get some input from them, make them do something to be part of it. It's such an important thing. So they're just a few ideas I had about how to make your online meeting more powerful and more engaging, because so much of online events, I know I talk a lot about these big online events of 100, 200,000 people, but most of the online events really are the small and more intimate meetings. And it could be just family and friends getting together. So your agenda might just be to reconnect, and that's okay. But it is about understanding, it's that Stephen Covey, begin with the end in mind. What am I having this meeting for? Not just for the sake of, I've got to have a meeting, but what do I want from it? What do I want them to get from it? How can I help it be a success by letting them know up front how much as much information as possible so we can get there, make the decisions we need, and move on, and not just use this week's meeting to discuss what we talked about in last week's meeting and update the minutes, and then we'll see you back here again next week. I think my favourite meeting I've ever had was the one where we've discussed why we're having so many meetings, but that's a different That was a lifetime ago. Alrighty, hey, thanks for joining in. If I can help you anymore, or you want to get in touch with, or you want to find out some of the keys that you need to be better at online presenting, check this out. I've got 7 keys. It's a freebie. Just go to the website, have a look. onlinepresenterpro.com/get number 7 keys. Check it out. And if I can help you with your events, give me a buzz. Happy to chat. Warwick Merry, the Get More Guy, online event dude, talking to you live on the live stream. Thanks for being here.